Hi, I'm Tom, and I'm here today to talk to you about tarps and tarp setups. We're out here in the rolling hills. If we're out for a walk, we could bring something with us that helps provide our group with shelter should the weather turn worse, or should we wish to stay out for the night. And for that we can use a tarp.
When looking at trees, we want to look up to the top of the tree, look for any damaged branches, loose debris or material that could fall on us during the night. As we move down, we look at the trunk. Is the tree in good health? And then finally, when we reach the floor, we're looking for any roots that might cause us problems, any debris on the ground that we may need to move away later.
We've found a spot where we want to set up our tarp. So now we're going to set up our tarp in a variety of different ways. We're going to discuss some of the knots used when setting up a ridgeline on a tarp, and we're going to also explain the features of these different types of tarps within a woodland environment.
We pass our cord around the tree. We then pass the cord around itself and continue to wrap the cord until we run out of tail. These wraps will then cause tension on themselves and will stop themselves from slipping away from the tree. This is our timber hitch. To form our prusik knot, we create a loop in our cord. We then fold this cord over our ridgeline and pull the two tails through. We then complete the step again, pulling the tails through the loop in the cord. We can then do this for a third time, and then pull the cord tight. When the cord is pulled tight, the prusik knot can be moved up and down the ridge line, but when pulled by the tails, it will lock itself and prevent movement. Using our prusik knots, we can adjust the height and position of our tarp. We don't then need to remove or reset our timber hitches at either end of our ridge line. We can raise or lower it, move the position from left to right, and this allows us to find the best position for our tarp and for sleeping. When tying our reef knot, we take the two tails of our cord. We can pass right over left or left over right. We then reverse the process, either passing left over right again or right over left. The important thing is that the tails come out on the same side. Within our tarp kit, we have the tarp itself. We also have an accessory bag with pegs and guy ropes. In addition, you can add a ridge line, carabiners and prusik loops. When setting up our flying tarp, we first of all need to attach our ridge line to the tarp. We do this by feeding the ridge line through the loops on the ridge of the tarp. After doing this, we attach the ridge line to the two trees. This is done with our timber hitches. Once our two timber hitches are tied, the tarp will be suspended off the floor, although it is not yet tensioned. To do this, we use our two prusik knots and reef knots. This allows us to adjust the position of our tarp and find the most suitable area to sleep in under it. After we have tensioned the ridge line, we then attach the guy ropes to the tarp. For ease, this has been done with carabiners. This allows us to move our guy lines to any point on the tarp that we should choose where there is a tie out. Once we've attached our guy ropes, we then position them with the pegs. The peg should be set at a 45-degree angle. This 45-degree angle prevents the peg from pulling out if there is wind or pressure applied to the tarp. When setting up our open fronted tarp, we can use our trekking poles to raise the front of our tarp. If we don't have trekking poles, we can use 2 long straight sticks. This has the advantage that we can see very well out of the front of our tarp and the rear is protected from the wind. This is excellent for if we are working under our tarp or if we're using it to observe. The A-frame tarp is excellent for sleeping in, as it provides protection from the wind from 2 sides. It also gives good area coverage. You could sleep approximately 4 people in an A-frame tarp made from a 3x3 configuration. By pegging the sides down to the ground, you prevent wind from getting in under the tarp. This also allows you to trap heat. Water will run off this tarp very well. The tent tarp, although not as spacious as the A-frame tarp, is still an excellent design. You use the 2 end flaps to form doors. These doors can be positioned opened or closed, should you wish to move in and out more easily. Once inside the tarp, you'll see just how spacious it can be. You can also use the carabiners to close the doors completely further up. We really hope that you've enjoyed this video and have found it useful. We hope that you enjoy the rest of Wintercamp and hope to see you out soon.